नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ। I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, kotaris, tanedars, srimahans, mahants sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Lotus News Channel, Janashri TV, Sadhana TV and two-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha in many cities, many countries around the world. Cities sitting with us through two-way video conferencing. Nithyananda University Los Angeles, Nithyananda University Paris, Vancouver Bhubaneswar, Ohio Prayag, Guadalupe Rameshwaram, Varanasi, Upland California, Singapore Singapuram, Seattle Chidambaram, Seremban Shivakasi, Toronto Kailasam, San Jose Madurai, Nithyananda Nagaramu Hyderabad, Oklahoma Somanatham, St. Louis Tirumala, Nithyananda Nagara Tiruvannamalai, Jorpati Nepal, Hyderabad Guptakashi, Houston Kalahasti, Hong Kong Sirgali, New Zealand Adi Arunachalam, Dubai Vaidyanatham, Port Washington New York, Scottsdale Arizona, High Point North Carolina, Abu Dhabi, London Kashi, Indrani New Jersey, Adi Nithyananda Dhyana Veedam Avattipalayam, Dakota Dunes and Paris Kalighat, Johns Creek California, Brampton Canada, Toronto Downtown. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. I welcome all the devotees who are sitting in Seremban Shivakasi for Kalpatar Darshan. Blessings to all of them. Ma Premayananda and Chidambarananda. Blessings on the anniversary. With all the auspiciousness, you will be with me, I will be with you. Blessings. Mahant Premayananda. Yes, now today I will expand on the completion, the perpetual completion. How you can bring yourself to the perpetual completion. Please understand. This is one of the very important word I am introducing. Listen. The perpetual completion. There are many beautiful words I have introduced to you to lead you to wordlessness. Those words is what I call Mahavagyas. The Vagyas which leads you to beyond Vagyas. The words which leads you beyond words is Mahavagya. Mugambika in Karnataka, she is embodiment of Vakshakti, Mahavagya. So all the acharyas, when they give Mahavakya to somebody, they will have to bring them to Muhambika, because she is the Vak Devi, Lord of Vak Shakti. She is the Devi of Vak. So, bowing down to her, I introduce one more word to all of you, which will lead you to wordlessness. Listen. There are many words I introduce to you. If you cognize them, it will lead you to wordlessness, like unclutching, Upanishad, completion. So today I am introducing this word, perpetual completion. Already I have spoken about it, you would have heard, but today formally I want to introduce and expand on this concept of perpetual completion, how you can keep yourself in the space of perpetual completion. First thing, you deciding and declaring you will be in the space of perpetual completion. I tell you, when you are in the space of perpetual completion, everything looks beautiful. Everything will look beautiful. I don't know what examples to give. Again, I will go back to my same plant. Even yesterday, I told the Mahants who are walking with me to take photograph of that plant dropping the flowers and put it in the Facebook. I don't know whether they put it. Even yesterday. Everything will be. You will feel everything is so beautiful, blissful. Inside you, outside you. Anyhow, let me define perpetual completion. I don't want to go to some other subject. If I start speaking about the glory of perpetual completion, I may miss initiating you into the process of perpetual completion. So let me come back to this process of perpetual completion. Listen. First thing, you deciding and declaring, I am in completion, I am in the space of completion. I decide to reside in the space of completion forever. And I am going to be in the space of perpetual completion. The moment you declare, your declaration to yourself is the bridge on which now everything can start getting built. That is the foundation. First of all, you need to be convinced within you, you want to be in the space of completion. If you are in the space of completion, you know, my default strategy towards everybody is infinite compassion and love. But whenever you try to get it spelled out by me, you are trying to get a rubber stamp of sanction for the stupidity you have done, which I am not ready. I am only, I have a default cognition of love for the space of your completion, not for your stupidity. But you do some stupid things and try to get my rubber stamp so that you can continue to do the same stupid thing. And try to send me, I am this kind of messages. And I don't know why you are avoiding me. These kind of messages are usually to make me come out and say, no, I am not avoiding you. They think they can that easily play games. They will come and stand in the Sarvadarshan or in the Kalpata Darshan, give a letter. I think you are avoiding me. I will never make my stand very clear. Please be very clear. Now I am making my stand very clear once for all. Eternally, I carry the space of love and compassion, acceptance for your completion side. And forever, how much ever cunning games you try to play, plan, I will not support your incompletion. I will not support your stupidity. Do not ever try to get recognition for your incompletion from me. No, I am not the master for it. Listen. Many times people don't actually look for completion. They just look for attention and consolation from me for their stupidity. Stop being stupid. Even if I accept your incompletion is not going to keep quiet, it is going to destroy you. The problem is, if I tolerate your incompletion, later on when your incompletion destroys you, you will put the blame on me. I am your disciple, you did not teach me, you let me down. Oh God, when I tried to hold you up, what did you do? You get into the hole of incompletion and now you come up with new theories. So the essence of what I am trying to tell you, please listen. Whether you get my rubber stamp or don't get my rubber stamp, completion is going to save you. Whether you get my rubber stamp or don't get my rubber stamp, incompletion will destroy you. So, your decision to be in the space of completion is a primary requirement, preliminary step, first foundation. Everyone is getting it? Because only after you decide to declare, listen, only after you decide to declare completion with yourself and others, the life starts. Life starts. And it does not need any other spiritual practice other than simple declaration. You may say, no, incompletions come back. Again, completion also bring it back, that's all. No, it is like an eternal war. Who does the last act wins the war, that's all. See, winning the war is nothing. It is simple. Who does the last act wins the war. So now you know the act to be done for winning the war. And one more thing, completion has your support. Incompletion does not have your direct support. It only has an indirect support, means it can only steal from you. Please be very clear. The moment you declare consciously, you are going to support the space of completion. the energy supply for incompletions will drastically drop down. So first thing, you deciding and declaring, you will be in the space of complete completion. Second step, listen, please listen. Very important step. Please listen, because this is very important initiation. Perpetual completion is nothing but perpetually remembering completion is easy and you declared for it. Perpetual completion, that is what you just, these few words if you listen, that's enough. Perpetual completion is nothing but understanding completion is easy and you opted for it. That's all. See, there are 7 different energy fields for liberation. Thiruvarur. Anybody who is born there gets liberation. That energy field is designed such a way, if you are born or reborn there, you are liberated. Kashi. The energy field is designed such a way, if you just die there, you get liberation. Chidambaram. The energy field is designed such a way, if you go and have darshan there, you will get liberation. So, these different energy fields for liberation are programmed with a different action. I am from the energy field which is programmed just by remembrance liberates you. That is why you will see all the technique I design, everything will be just remembrance based. Whether it's Anandagandha, unclutching, completion, perpetual completion, you don't need to practice. There is no need for any practice. Smaranat Arunachalam. Just by remembrance, liberation is there. All the spiritual practices I teach, all the truths I am sharing, you will see finally everything boils down to only remembrance. It will never boil down to any doing. I am not a doing guru, I am a remembrance guru. I am a guru who teaches you remembrance, smarana. Because I am embodiment of that energy field which is programmed, hardwired to liberate anybody just by remembrance. Please understand. Just remember, completion is easy and you opted for it. That's all. That's all is perpetual completion. Completion is easy, I opted for it. Completion is easy, I chose it. Completion is easy, I want it. Completion is easy, I am it. That's all. I wanted all of you to be in the space of perpetual completion for next few days. Understand? This perpetual completion actually you don't need much time for this concept to sink in you. Simply it can be done. Maybe you can tell your teamily with whom you share your life, food, bed, fun, suffering, pleasure, pain. You can tell your teamily, inform your teamily by declaring, listen, perpetual completion is easy, I am deciding for it. You can inform all of them, so they will remind you. When you are in the space of incompletion, they will remind you, they will tell you, support of teamily may be highly helpful for you for the smarana, for the remembrance, first few days. After that, even teamily may not be required, because your own inner space will start reminding you. First few days, smarana. First few days, smarana. Reminding. First few days, smarana, reminding. First few days, the teamily may be of a big support for you for this smarana, remembrance. Then after a few days, the self-remembrance will become a natural space in you. You may not need teamily supporting you. You yourself may be able to have that space of perpetual completion. Actually, by telling your teamily, you can even make them understand, enrich them about this perpetual completion. Please listen. Enriching is not marketing. Be very clear. If you think enriching is marketing, you are wrong. Enriching means making people understand the great possibility they have through the spiritual principles. Enriching means making people understand the greatest possibility waiting for them. It's not marketing. I have few lines about marketing. You see gorgeous girl in party, you go to her and say, I am rich, marry me. That is direct marketing. Second, you attend party and your friend goes to a girl and pointing at you, tells her, he is very rich, marry him. That is advertising. Third, girl walks to you and says, you are rich, can you marry me? That is brand recognition. Fourth, you say, I am very rich, marry me, and she slaps you. That is customer feedback. Five, you say, I am very rich, marry me, and she introduces you to her husband. That is demand and supply gap. Sixth, before you say, I am rich, marry me, your wife arrives. That is restriction, from entering new market. So enriching is not marketing. Enriching is making people around you understand the great possibility they have. Great possibility they have. And actually by enriching your teamily, you are creating a beautiful conscious ambience in which you want to live. You are creating conscious ambience. Please listen. You create, you design your house as you want. You design your car as per your choice. You design everything, but you forget the conscious field in which you want to live. You forget designing that. Enriching is consciously designing and transforming the field in which you want to live. Enriching is not marketing. Enriching is making the person understand the greatest possibility available for him. The greatest reality available for him. That's all. So today, the punchline for all of you is perpetual completion is possible and I decide for it. Simple remembrance, that's all. If you have to be born to get liberated, only that few lakh people who are born in Thiruvarur will get liberated. And your birth is already over, what can you do? And if you have to do some spiritual practice in some place, all may not be able to go and do, all may not have time, so many things. And if you have to die in Varanasi, only then liberation. Many of us don't know when is our death. We cannot be just sitting in Varanasi and waiting. And that place is also not that big. The whole world population starts moving towards Varanasi. What will happen to Varanasi? People there will already die immediately. Even though it is Avimukta Kshetra, the area is too small. The whole world cannot be liberated. And having darshan in Chidambaram, even that if you are handicapped, you can't travel, it is not possible. The only universal liberating place is Arunachala. Just remember wherever you are. From wherever you are, the moment you remember, liberation is guaranteed. Smaranat Arunachalam. Smaranat Arunachalam. If you are born in Thiruvarur, Mukti, liberation. If you have darshan of Chidambaram, liberation. If you die in Kashi, liberation. There is a big list. If you remember Arunachala, liberation. Even if you remember the person who remembers Nithyananda Nagara, liberation. Even if you remember my devotee, you remember me. too strong. Even if you remember the devotee who remembers me, liberation for you. There are so many who have never seen me. Just by seeing our devotee and remembering about them, they get into the space of completion. They learn about completion. Whether you are born, have darshan, or die, or remember, here, even if you remember the devotee who remembers, liberation. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.